Hello guys, and welcome to Different Russia channel. Today we are with you in the city which is called Murom. That is the city of the golden ring of Russia. Unfortunately, guys, we are not lucky with the weather. It is cold and rainy. Hope that the weather will be better, because if it is raining too hard, I can't film. If you haven't seen the previous episode, we started from Sholkovo, Moscow region, early in the morning at about 7 o'clock, and now about 1 o'clock in the afternoon we are in the center of Murom. We have about 30 minutes before we meet our local guide that will show us this city. So, the time to have lunch, and I invite you to the Monastery Cafe. Just a few words about monastery cafes. All these cafes are located on the territory of monasteries. That is why they are called monastery cafes. The food that you can eat here is very traditional Russian food. You won't find sushi, some Chinese food here. A very traditional Russian cuisine, such as blini, borscht, boiled potatoes, for example. What you will never find in a monastery cafe, that is meat, because in Orthodox Russian monasteries they do not eat meat. You may buy fish, but as for meat, chicken, pork, so no meat in monastery cafes. Here also, guys, you may try small pies. In Russian that is called pirozhki. Very tasty, with cabbage or with eggs. Some people prefer sweet pies with jam or pies with sweet apples. So I really advise you to eat such pies when you have an opportunity to try them. They are really very tasty. And I should tell you that the food in monastery cafes is usually very, very tasty, because it is cooked with prayers. That is why it has some special taste. I can't describe this to you, but really the food differs from the food in the ordinary cafe. So if you have the opportunity at least once in your life to go to a monastery cafe, it doesn't matter what religion you follow, if you have the opportunity to try food in Orthodox monastery cafe, that is really a great chance to eat a very tasty food. And also I should tell you that the food here is rather cheap. For lunch you may pay about 200 rubles or 300 rubles. That is about 3 or 5 American dollars for a big lunch. Really not expensive and very tasty. The interior of a monastery cafe may be very different. For example, this one is in some so-called Russian style, but some cafes, well, just like other cafes, so no much difference. And also, guys, I invite you to a very beautiful monastery. It is also in the center of Murom. Here, in fact, two monasteries, two big monasteries, very close to each other. And in this episode we shall go with you to one of the monasteries, and in the next episode we shall continue our tour, and I will tell you about the history of this place. I decided, guys, not to tell you a lot about the history, because in a 5-minute video it is simply impossible, and not many people are really interested in many facts. I think that I will just show you the place, and if you like it, you may find a lot of information about Murom and monasteries in Murom in Google or in Yandex, for example. But I want to answer a question which I get very often in comments. The question is the following: may I film in the church? First of all, I may tell you that all churches are different and the rules are also different. In some churches you may film, in some churches no. First of all, when you come to the church, pay attention to a special board, information board. On such boards you may find information about the rules of the church, and there you will see the sign whether you may film or whether you can't film. If you still hesitate, you do not know whether it is possible to film or not, when you enter the church, you will see a small church shop. Usually it is located in the corner of the church. You will see candles, books, icons there. Ask the woman who sells all this, and she will tell you whether it is possible to film or not. Also, when you enter some churches, you will see a security man, so you may also ask him. But you may tell me, I can't speak Russian, so I can't ask the question. Well, really, guys, if you show your camera to a person, you will definitely understand the answer. So just show your camera and point in the direction of the church. Usually in small churches, in local churches, in provincial churches, it is possible to film. As for monasteries, big monasteries such as this one, here you can't film inside the cathedrals. So you may film on the territory of the monastery, but you can't film inside. And here you will see this sign on the doors of the church. So guys, hope this video was interesting and useful for you. Thank you for watching. In the next episode we shall continue with you to explore Murom. I hope that the next episode will be tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you soon.
Долина, Васка был несколько раз, значит, Серов приезжает, Горцетель каждый год была, Марк Тишман приезжает. В этом году было много.